tired, and still life does not return the same softness to you. This is not misfortune. This is not punishment. It is because you are the blessing. When others are lost, they find you. When others are weak, they lean on you. When the world becomes heavy, your presence becomes the calm inside their storm. People like you hold entire worlds together. You carry weights no one ever sees. But listen closely, my friend. Even the river that feeds all living things must receive rain. Even the healer needs healing. Even the giver must one day be held. If you feel tired lately, if you feel unseen, if your soul feels full, yet strangely empty at the same time, this is not a sign to give more. It is a sign to finally turn inward. That is why I created Time to Heal, not as a lesson, not as motivation, but as a quiet space for people who give too much and forget themselves, a place to rest, to soften, to remember who you were before you became strong for everyone else. Until the day someone fully matches your light, you must learn how to sit inside it yourself. Do not question your worth. Do not believe your path is unseen. When life feels silent, it is not because you are forgotten. It is because your gift is still working quietly in the hearts of others. You are the good that happens to others. And now, my friend, it may be time for something good to happen to you. Time to Heal. The ebook is waiting in the link on my profile. My friend, if you are tired, it does not mean you are broken. If you feel heavy, it does not mean you failed. It means you have been carrying too much for too long without being taught how to put it down. Many people try to heal by forcing themselves forward. More discipline, more effort, more pretending they are okay. But the body does not heal through force, and the heart does not open through pressure. Healing begins the moment you stop fighting yourself, when you listen instead of judge, when you slow down enough to hear what the pain is trying to teach you. You don't need to become someone new. You don't need to fix everything at once. You only need the courage to pause, to soften, and to choose yourself in this moment. If your chest feels tight when the world goes quiet, if your mind keeps replaying what you thought you were already over, this is not random. This is healing asking to begin. The ebook Time to Heal is not something you rush through. It is something you sit with, something you return to when the noise fades and you finally allow yourself to feel again. If your body knows it's time, you will feel it. The link is in my profile. Choose the moment. My friend, every night when you lie down and close your eyes, there is a quiet doorway that opens. For a brief moment, you are no longer fully awake and not yet asleep. The mind softens, the guard drops. In this space, the brain enters theta, the same state monks reach in deep meditation, the same state the mind enters in hypnosis. This moment is sacred. When you place earphones on at night and allow words, guidance, or intention to enter, you are speaking directly to the deepest part of yourself. The moment sleep arrives, the conscious mind steps aside. It no longer argues, it no longer resists, but the subconscious remains fully awake. It listens, it absorbs, it records. Even though you believe you are no longer hearing, the deeper mind is still receiving, downloading truth, belief, and direction in its most open and receptive state. What you allow into yourself at night becomes the seeds of tomorrow. Choose wisely, my friend, because the mind learns fastest when it is quiet, unguarded, and ready to change. If you are ready to use this quiet moment for healing, I created a 30-day healing journey to to guide you gently each night. You'll find it in the link on my profile, available only to the next 100 people. Choose carefully what you allow into your mind before sleep. Give me 40 seconds, not to calm your fear, but to shut down the signal that creates it. Fear is not in your thoughts, it is in your nervous system. That's why logic doesn't help when fear hits. So do this with me now. Inhale through your nose. Pause. Take a second short inhale, just a little more air. Now, long, slow exhale through the mouth. Again, inhale. Top it up. Long exhale. One more time. This breath tells your body there is no danger right now. When the body feels safe, fear collapses on its own. You don't fight fear, you remove its fuel. Use this breath whenever fear appears, before a conversation, before action, before sleep. Fear is a signal, not a command. And when the body learns safety, the mind follows. If you want to retrain fear at its root, through breath, body, and awareness, my ebook, Time to Heal, is in the link on my profile. Be gentle. You are not broken. You are rewiring. If this exercise helped you even a little, imagine what 30 days of guided practices like this can do. That's why I created the 30-day healing journey, to retrain fear from the body, not the mind. It's waiting for you in the link on my profile. My friend, when things begin to go well, this is the moment to become even more calm. Do not rush into pride. Do not stand on the mountain and shout that you have arrived. I have watched many people rise, and I have watched many fall. They come and they go. So walk gently. Receive what is good in your life with gratitude, not with grasping. Move forward slowly, carefully, with awareness. Do not overextend yourself just because today feels strong. There is no final position, no permanent safety. Life is movement, and humility keeps you balanced. Be thankful for what you have, then take the next step with quiet respect. If you want 26 to be different, do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Do these things quietly, consistently, and your life will begin to change on its own. First, simplify your inputs: what you eat, what you watch, what you listen to before sleep. A calm body creates a calm future. Second, walk every day, even when it feels small. Movement tells the nervous system, I am alive, I am safe, I am moving forward. Third, protect your mornings. Do not give your best energy to noise, messages, or fear. Give it to your breath, your body, your intention. Fourth, remove what drains you, not with anger, not with explanation, just with distance. Peace grows where drama cannot reach. Fifth, choose one practice and stay with it, not 10 habits, one. Consistency is the true teacher. If you do these things, you will not need to chase change. Your energy will shift, your focus will return, and 26 will meet a version of you that is clearer, stronger, and at peace. This is not a new life. This is you returning to your rhythm. Watching will not change your life. Practice will. I created the 30-day healing journey for those who are ready to stop consuming and start transforming. If you feel this message in your body, not just your mind, go to the link in my bio and begin today. 2026 is not going to change your life by accident. It will change your life only if you do. Not because everything will suddenly become perfect, but because you are no longer the same person you were before. There is a quiet clarity in you now. You know what you want, and you know just as clearly what you are no longer willing to accept. The things that once drained you, the patterns you kept repeating, the situations you tolerated out of fear or habit, you see them now, not with anger, with understanding, and understanding changes behavior. In 2026, you won't be waiting for permission. You won't be standing on the sidelines watching others move forward, telling yourself it's not the right time, that you're not ready, not experienced enough, not confident enough. You've outgrown that voice. What most people never see is how much inner work happens in silence. The moments you chose awareness over reaction, the times you slowed down instead of pushing through. No one applauded those moments, but they shaped you. That is why 2026 matters. Not because the year is special, but because you are finally aligned with it. If you choose to live these teachings, not just listen to them, but practice them, your mind begins to soften, your nervous system settles, your choices become cleaner, and life starts to respond slowly, naturally, without force. Some people ask how to begin this work in a grounded way. For that, there is a quiet 30-day healing practice I created. No pressure, no rush. It's simply there if and when it feels right for you. You'll find it in the link on my profile. 2026 is not a miracle year. It is a response year. And I believe you're ready. Nice to talk to you. If you are going to overthink, then overthink the positives. Overthink the best outcome. Overthink how good this life could be. Overthink how peaceful it would feel if things slowly, quietly worked out. Because the mind has a habit, it leans toward fear. It replays the past. It worries about a future that hasn't arrived. We imagine the worst case scenario. We revisit old mistakes. We carry tomorrow's weight before it is real. But what if the mind is gently turned in another direction? Let this be the intention for 2026. To overthink the positives, even if it feels unfamiliar, even if the mind resists at first. Some will say it isn't possible, but healing often begins with a new direction of attention. To imagine the best outcome in each moment, to picture the best version of the path unfolding, friendships that nourish, places that feel like home, work that aligns with the spirit, not by denying what is hard, but by choosing where the mind rests. This may not make life perfect, but it can make it softer and perhaps a little happier. When a negative thought appears, notice it, thank it, and let it pass. Then gently return attention to what could go right. This is not a rule, it is simply an invitation. If you choose to overthink the positives in 2026, write "I choose peace" below and follow to continue this journey. Tell your child this. If you want good things in life, remember what truly shapes a person. Be careful who you walk with. Those who only drink and waste their days will slowly pull you into the same stillness. Energy travels. Choose wisely. Keep learning. The world does not wait for anyone. Only those who continue to learn are able to move forward with it. Take responsibility for your life. Do not wait for someone to rescue you. The moment you take ownership, your path begins to open. Treat money with respect. When you earn, do not use it to impress. Use it to build stability, peace, and freedom. Stay close to your inner stillness. There will be days when strength runs out. On those days, a quiet breath will carry you further than force ever could. Be grateful. Remember who stood beside you when it was not easy. Do not forget the ones who stayed, and learn to give. Serve without keeping score. Give from the heart. Life has its own way of returning what is offered with sincerity. These are not lessons you memorize once. They are truths you return to again and again. That is what the 30-day healing journey was created for, a quiet daily practice of living what matters. It's in the link in my bio. Do you know what no one warns you about? The day siblings stop sharing daily life. One day you're fighting over snacks, laughing at nothing. Then suddenly you're strangers in different worlds. Childhood feels endless until adulthood scatters everyone into cities, routines, and priorities that rarely align. The people who once knew you best slowly become the ones you barely check off. It won't be the fights you remember. It'll be late night talks, secrets, the shared laughter. Those ordinary days you thought would last forever were the rarest gifts you'll ever hold. While you still can, reach out. Siblings aren't just blood, they're pieces of your first home. So tell me, when was the last time you laughed with your siblings the way you used to? Follow for reminders that actually matter, and comment, I miss them, if this brought someone to mind. 5 foods that will help you naturally reverse Hashimoto's in less than a year. Lose all the hormonal weight, clear your brain fog, reduce inflammation and puffiness, and finally start to feel like yourself again. First, Brazil nuts. Just 2 to 3 a day. That's all you need. They're the richest natural source of selenium, and your thyroid cannot make its hormones without it. Too much will slow